Yesterday, the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office announced that it would not file charges against San Francisco 49er Ray McDonald in connection with his August 31st domestic violence arrest. We have criminal defense attorney Ryan McHugh here from the Summit Defense Law Firm to kind of walk us through what took place. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me in this one, why did they arrest Mr. McDonald if there was no case?
The police often entered chaotic situations on domestic violence calls. They enter a room where people are fighting, people are screaming at them, and they need to make a determination on their own about who a primary aggressor was, and then make an arrest based on that. The law states that if they determine who a primary aggressor is, they have to make an arrest, even if the victim or any other witness is not being cooperative with them in that investigation.
So that doesn't seem fair, especially after we know what happened in this case.
Well, it's not fair, but that's what the law requires. It's to protect victims who are unable to protect themselves in a domestic violence case. Now, as a former prosecutor, I know that it's easy to jump to conclusions once the police have made a determination about who a primary aggressor is, and that's why it's extremely important to have a proactive defense team that will contact law enforcement, such as we do. We contact the district attorney immediately once we get a case. We communicate with them about all the problems we see with the case, that they need to slow down and take their time. In the Ray McDonald case, they did take their time. After 2 months, the district attorney dismissed the case, which is what the justifiable thing was to do.
And your firm, the Summit Defense, is well known for defending these kind of cases and in these kind of allegations. So what do you do when you have a client that's been wrongfully accused? How do you step in?
What we do is we make sure that the police and the district attorney know that they don't have the full picture. They need to gather more evidence, go speak with the witnesses again, and not come to the conclusion that the police did, that they need to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt in court, and often they cannot.
And as we've been mentioning, this has been a hot-button issue that's really been in the public eye. It's good to have this kind of information and perspective. And Ryan McHugh, we thank you for coming by and sharing your insight.
Thank you for having me.